done a lot of things. You constantly put in your best. You do so much. You are working every single time, but nothing is happening. Have you gotten to that point? A lot of us have always gotten to this point. And in today's conversation, we are going to talk about the reasons why things like this happen and what you can also tweak to help you get out of that situation. And we're talking about comfort traps. What are the things that makes you comfortable? What are the things that could lead you to doing so much, meanwhile, so you're not getting any results?
Absolutely. Yeah. Comfort traps. Like Shirley said, we all have actually been in that position. And, if you understand the reason or the problem why things are happening, then we'll probably find a way to solve it, right?
True, yeah.
And the major reason is the way our mind or brain is designed.
Exactly.
That is simply it. So the truth is, our brain is not designed for success. It's actually designed for safety. That's what the brain is designed for. The brain is designed to help us survive. That's what it is. And so the brain signals of unfamiliarity or, things that are not usual, it signals the brain that is danger, that familiar zone, that point where the brain feels, okay, this is home, is usually a safe space. But once it is unpredictable, you know how you're not certain, there's uncertainty. The signal the brain gives us is danger, and so at that point, it doesn't feel easy, and then we get stuck. We get stuck at that point. We are not moving like we ought to move, right? Yeah. That's basically what happens at that point. Now, it is not that what you're trying to achieve is bad.
True.
The brain is not sensing if this thing is good or bad. It is just sensing uncertainty, unfamiliarity.
Yeah.
It's not sure of the outcome of this thing. And at that point, all right, we feel like we're not moving. We feel stuck. We start saying things like, okay, I'll do it later. We start saying things like, oh, I need more time. I'm not ready. I remember when I wanted to start writing my second book, that's exactly this situation.
True.
At that point, you're like, so I'll start writing this all over again. The thoughts are there, the ginger is there, but then again, when you think about the hurdles and the stress and the mental work you need to go through, you just keep saying, okay, tomorrow, okay, later, etc., etc.
It's very careful as individuals. Like I said, a lot of people pass through this, but they don't know what it is. Some people get to a point in life where they're not motivated about anything.
Yeah, sure.
They are literally struggling to always wake up and do something meaningful because they've gotten to a point where I've done this, it's not making sense, nothing is happening, and I'm not getting any results. So is it not better that I just relax in this comfort zone? Every morning, wake up, if you can find little food for you to eat, just eat and be okay. But the sad thing is that if you constantly build yourself in that atmosphere, nothing good comes out of it. So nothing grows in the comfort zone.
True.
Nothing ever grows in comfort zone. So it's necessary that you know that this is the phase I am in. So I need to do something to get out of this zone. Does it come? Yes, it comes, but I need to do something quickly and fast for me to get out of this comfort zone because it's not safe. It's never safe.
It's not safe at all. And we've all been in this situation. If you think about it,
true.
There must be somewhere in your life, one area of your life at the moment that you're actually feeling comfortable in. You don't want to move. You don't want to do anything. And as a science student, one of the first things, and this is not to bore you with science jargons, but we can see how this plays out in life. One of the first laws in physics we learned is the Newton's law of motion that states that a body at rest, that is, it's in one place, tends to be at rest, except an external force is acted on it. So what that means for you is that rest here means inaction. Rest, unlike what people think, rest is also when you're in emotion, you keep being in that motion. You don't want to change from it.
Exactly.
Right? You're doing something, even if it's not serving you, you don't want to change from it. Or rest can also be mean that you're inactive.
Nothing is happening.
No motion, nothing.
Yeah.
right? It's just like a roller coaster. You just wake up in the morning, the same thing. You go back at night, and deep within, how you would know
Okay.
that you are in that spot, and how I know usually is when my spirit is telling me something. Do this thing. And you know how the human spirit works.
Very
I mean,
strong.
whether you like it or not, it happens to all of us, right? I mean, the best of the best actually happens to them, right? And your spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You should be acting on something. You know deep down within you that there is this thing you need to be
Supposed to do.
solving, right? And saying this thing now, I'm thinking of something in my life right now, that I'm actually in that state, right? And I have to do something about it maybe after now, right? Because the truth is, as much as comfort means safe or feels safe, like she rightly said, nothing grows there. You're not moving, you're right there, you're not advancing, and the annoying part is that your mind is telling you you're not moving.
You're just going around like this. Like, how can you just constantly be running around and nothing is going? It's not
and the truth is, it's not because you're incapable.
Yeah.
It's not because you don't know what to do. Usually, it is just that pattern interrupt that is the problem. There's a pattern the brain is already used to. It doesn't want to be interrupted. And at that point, you just stay where you are.
True. I want to go talk about a route, but let's leave it at that. Sometimes people also think that you are there, nothing is happening. For me, I just would literally tell that person, pray for strength, all right? Because sometimes people feel like it's a spiritual issue, but it's you just avoiding to do what you know you're supposed to do. Like you rightly said, you're supposed to do something, but the thought of it makes you feel tired. Because yes, to do something good, you have to. It's not easy. It's not easy. So when you understand that if I have to do something and do it well and do it worthwhile, it's never going to be easy. So I have to pull out myself from that comfort state and put myself in a state of mind where I can do something for myself. So this helps each and every one of us know that this state or this phase I am in shouldn't last long. That's another thing that can help you get out of it very fast. Don't stay there for so long. Does it come to everyone? Yes. But when it comes, understand that this is something that you need to get out of and put certain measures, which I think we'll also talk about, on how you can get out of it real fast.
So right now, let us think about it, me and you now.
All right.
Think about it. What is that thing? What is that state you are in right now? What is that thing you know you should be doing now, but you're not doing? Is it a call? There's a call you need to make. As a salesperson, you need to get that phone and make that call. You need to follow up on that person. As a mom, there's something you need to do for your child, and you're not just doing it. As a dad, there's an action you need to take, and you're not just taking it. We're not just we're in that state of indecision. I know the problem. Indecision is a decision in itself. You're actually deciding not to decide. And coming to what we do. What's that piece of property? Piece of land.
Exactly.
That you've been wanting to make a deposit for. You've been wanting to call that real estate company or that realtor or that agent you've been working with. Is it us? Right? There's something. And I mean, just to think about it, there's usually that one thing, that matter. And we just seem to want to just, avoid it and keep pushing it tomorrow. How one of the easiest ways I've learned to get out of this is that you do not need a perfect plan.
Okay.
You know how our brain is, how perfectionism, especially for a few of us that like things to be done perfectly. Right? We're looking for a perfect plan. You're looking for one blueprint coming down. You know how the 10 commandments was given to Moses. I think that's what we're looking for. Like it will start coming down from the sky, to us. You don't need a perfect plan. Sincerely, you don't even need more time. You just need to break the
Pattern.
by doing something small today.
Daily.
That's all.
Daily.
Just something small. If it's a call you're supposed to make, just carry the phone first. See the number. Even if you don't want to make the call today, see the number, write it out somewhere and be looking at
Exactly.
it. That is one step. That is one step,
Yeah.
right? You don't have to feel ready, sincerely. You just need to move one little tiny step today. That's all it takes. And that is the solution. As simple as it sounds. I think the simplicity of the solution actually makes it feel like it's not a solution. Just a simple step. Make that one step today.
The goal of this video also is not to complicate your life already.
At all.
Because sometimes people watch a lot of people talk like this and they feel like people have confused me again. That's why he said you don't need to do all of it.
One step.
Just one step
One
at a time.
tiny step.
You constantly win yourself over. You constantly believe in yourself again. All right. Nothing absolutely grows in that comfort zone.
Yeah.
All right. And you also achieve something when you've pushed yourself out of this comfort zone we're talking about. We are not here to point fingers or blames or tell you, oh, you're not doing it right or you're doing it right.
No.
And I believe that this topic cuts across every single person, as a mom, as a business person, as a father, as a husband, as a young person. All right. It cuts across you. That's why we are just talking about it like this. So find yourself in the point and do what you have to do so that you get out of that comfort zone to achieve what you set out to achieve.
Exactly.
If you've listened to people who have achieved, which I always do, achieved a lot in life, there's always that breaking point where they tell themselves, I cannot stay here. I cannot. I've stayed in this coast or this mountain for long. I have to move. There's always something better in you for you to achieve. So if you decide to take that decision today,
not tomorrow,
don't complicate it. Just baby steps. Not tomorrow, today. Then you will seek that breakthrough you are looking out for. So if you are serious about stopping that delay and actually moving forward, just do that one thing, like we said.
One thing today.
And if buying real estate is one of it in your calendar, in your portfolio, you know that you are able. You see, you can do it. You've seen people do it around you, but you always have excuses. Today is that day you have to make that decision. Call that one person. Think about how you can start building your real estate portfolio today. And trust me, you come back to tell us thank you later.
You know, just like the law of the Newton's first law of motion, it says that a body in a state remains at that state. What that also means for you is that when you make that one move today, right, you're going to now build momentum in the direction of that thing you're trying to achieve, right? And this is talking to you, it's talking to everybody. And it's not just about real estate, it's about any other area of your life. Just that one move. Usually when you start it, you start enjoying it after a period of time and you won't want to stop
and
anymore.
That's when you also get more answers and clarity.
Exactly.
You don't even, it doesn't get clearer at the first point. It's when you start,
you start unveiling. Just like driving a car at night. You don't see the whole road to where you're going to. You just see the extent to which your headlamps is showing you. And as you move, more road unveils and unveils and unveils. I hope you found this useful today. I hope that we're going to do that one thing. I would like to know, we'd like to know in the comments, in the description of this, in the comments of this video, what is that one thing that you're going to start doing today? What's that one thing you're going to try to start implementing today? I mean, what is that baby step? When I say one thing, let's not complicate these things. It doesn't have to be any big deal. It can just be as little as shifting a cup from where it is right now to another spot. Simple. Start there. Start there. I hope you found it useful. Thank you for being here. We'll see you on the next one. Remember, if real estate is among that one thing, call the numbers in the description that's showing on your screen right now. We would love to assist you with that one baby step today. Enjoy a great day.
Bye.